Hey, welcome back to Bourbon Battles. I'm Joe.
I'm Chad.
Hey, hope. Hey, hopefully you've been watching along. Hopefully you won the $100 challenge. By the time this comes out, surely it's already been drawn, right?
I would think.
I'd hope. So hopefully you won that. Hey, let us know if you want us to do it again or something like it again. So I've got an idea in my head, right? Did you have fun doing that?
It was fun.
So I've got an idea in my head that maybe we do it again, but it's one bottle.
That might work.
And you can't go over $100.
That would work.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Something a little different. And hey, hopefully, hey, I don't know, maybe for Christmas or something, we'll put some more of those Maker's Mark bottles out. Hide them like we did before. So keep track.
I think that we should get some of the holiday Maker's Marks and give those away so people can get a holiday bottle.
Get some coffee cups.
I saw one of those yesterday.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll do some stuff. Hey, but really, if you want to, if you like Bourbon Battles and you want some free stuff, you got to join Patreon.
Yes.
I mean, there's no way around it, guys. www.patreon.com/Bourbon Battles. It's $5 a month.
You know what the funny thing about it is? I was talking to a guy the other day, and he said, I don't know what your guys' goal is, but if you keep giving everything away for free, it's not going to do you any good. I was like, well, we just kind of like it.
Yeah, we have fun.
Yeah.
So the more people on Patreon, the more stuff we can give away.
For free.
For free. We like doing it, right? It's fun. And we're getting some stuff from distilleries. Hey, what do you think about Chad's outfit? Show him your shirt, bud. That's Blue Run. Blue Run hat. That's going to go to a Patreon member. Not that one, a different one. We got more of them. We got all kinds of stuff from Blue Run. We got all kinds of stuff from a lot of people. But what are we doing today? Tell them what kind of episode we're doing today.
We're going to do a regular old blind.
Hey, back to the basics, guys. We're going to blind 2 whiskeys. Are we going to know what's in the bottles?
Not until it's over.
How come?
I don't know.
At Bourbon Battles, we don't give a rat's ass what's on the label. We just like good whiskey.
And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
You want to get into one?
Sure.
Let's just let her rip, bud. What's in here?
Let's find out.
So in the envelope that we've just ripped open is another envelope. This envelope tells us what's in these 2 sample bottles. Right? 1 and 2. And then we're going to drink them. What's all that down there?
Nothing. Oh, we'll talk about it later.
Did you put that down there?
Yeah.
You want to pour up number 2? And I'll pour up number 1.
And this goes in this glass or this glass?
What do you think? What do you got?
I've got number 2.
This is 2. This is 2.
Okay.
This is 1.
I just need a little bit, bud.
Yeah, that's all we're
You need
doing.
rest. You drink more than I do.
Hey, if you leave a little bit in there, maybe we'll send it to a Patreon member.
We could.
Is that enough for Patreon? We have to add a little bit, maybe.
Well, if we send both bottles to them, it would be, because then they could blind it themselves.
Yeah, that's the point. Do your own blind at the house. We won't tell them what's what. We'll change the numbers up.
Who's in the canoe?
What'd you say?
Nothing.
You ready to get into these?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell with our studio lighting.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, this is a professional studio, just like Hollywood.
Almost.
Our $20 tripod that we put our camera on broke on location a couple days ago. So we've got her back together working.
We also forgot the cord
What cord?
for the light.
Oh, there? We didn't need that.
Right.
So these both have great color out of
Same color.
Yeah, they're the same color. You want to get into one?
Mm-hmm.
Smells good.
Yeah. I'm not going to say what it smells like, but it does smell good.
It's got a great nose, I'd say.
It smells like apples to me. Maybe it's because it's the season.
I don't get
It might be
apples.
because it's the season.
'Tis the season. So, do you want to explain to everybody why we don't normally give tasting notes?
I don't know why we don't, but I'm sure there's a reason.
Well, because they're stupid. A couple episodes ago, Chad and I basically at the same time kind of looked at each other and we smelled something and said, that's caramel.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things that, you'll smell or you'll pick up or you'll taste immediately, and there's nothing you can do about it.
If they're super prominent, we'll talk about it. And I don't even remember what that was, do you?
Mm-mm.
It was so caramely. It was that Nulu pick from Red Barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, hey, if they got any more, you need to call down there and see if they got any more.
Watch the video and see what.
Yeah.
Not that you would listen to us, but
I'm guessing they're sold out by the time this goes out. But
Probably.
that was a French oak stave finish.
Mm-hmm.
It was really pretty stinking good. Who knows? Maybe he's got some more left. Red Barrel Liquors, Mooresville, Indiana. Patreon.com/Bourbon Battles. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikToks. Dre, did you drink it?
I tasted number one, if that's what this is.
It's awful good. Easy to drink.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a great fan of it. I'm not completely opposed to it, but
It's good.
yeah, I'd say the proof is down a little bit, maybe.
You know what's funny is, this is why we don't talk about tasting notes, because as we just said, they're stupid. But Chad said apple, so he can actually talk.
Well, that's what I smelled.
Yeah, but you can talk people into doing it, right? We were at a
tasting, and they talked us into tasting lavender, and it wasn't even in there.
right. It was gin, but he said, "Who got lavender?" It wasn't. He was making a funny. Ha ha, Stuart.
Ha ha, idiots is what he was thinking.
Yeah, he's having fun with us, which I don't drink gin, so I wasn't involved in those shenanigans.
I was.
Did you get lavender?
I did.
Yeah, because he told you to. That's how it works. Your brain's a funny thing. That's why we don't talk about it. We tell you if it's good. We tell you if you ought to buy it. That's it. We are. Well, first of all, for those of you who don't know, we were named the best.
We're the world tag team champion whiskey tasters on the internet.
Yeah, surely we got belts coming, don't we?
You would think. There's got to be somebody who's into leather crafting or who's into something.
Rusty Kimberly.
Is he watch this?
He watches this. We need some tag team champion belts, right, Rusty? Nice ones too, Rusty. Don't be jacking around. Rusty's a heck of a wood leather worker.
He sure is.
And my dad's getting a CNC machine so he can make the buckles. I smell.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
It's got a phenomenal nose.
Mm-hmm. And I smell something completely opposite that I did.
And it tastes phenomenal. It tastes phenomenal.
Is it good?
It's good. It's phenomenal.
Wow.
Well, I don't say that very often. That's
Not
special.
anymore. I try to break you of it.
Here's the thing. I don't even want to put water in these because I feel like they're great. And I don't want to, I don't know. Did you put water in them?
In this one I did. I'm going to put a little in this one.
You going to try it with water?
You can drink those like iced tea. Both of them.
Yeah,
You can drink them both like iced tea.
do you think they're, first of all, we know they're probably bourbon, right? So we know that they're at least 80 proof. There's nothing,
I don't think the proof is very high on them because
there's nothing in this room under 80 proof to speak of. There's not. What are you doing, bud?
I'm trying to see that one.
It's all 80. It has to be 80 proof to be bourbon.
Where's it at? There's something in here.
I don't think there is.
Where's that blue bottle?
The blue bottle?
Uh-huh. That bottle that we were going to slam if we got 200 likes.
Oh, bud, that's not in here. No. It's hard to believe they're 80 proof. They're just that easy to drink.
Well, let's be realistic. We're used to drinking stuff 110, 115 proof too.
So when this comes out, right? We filmed this a long time before it actually came out. Chad and I were at a distillery tour, and the guy said something. He's like, I don't know what their stuff was. They had something that was 120 proof, and he said something about it's going to melt your face off. Mm-hmm. But earlier in the tour, this guy was great. Stuart over at New Riff, you're great. Said something. Well, no, somebody made a comment. It was either you or I don't remember who did it. Something about drinking straight out of the barrel. And he's like, you don't want to do that. That's way too strong. And we're like,
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. And I wish we could have, but we didn't. I like both of these. Very fruity. Fruity is kind of a tasting note. I won't go into the
I
specific
don't think water
fruits.
helped number one.
I don't even want to put water in them because I like them both a lot.
I think I'm going to be really surprised what these are.
They're both fantastic. Do you agree with that? They're both really good. There's a little bit of a spice twinge on the backside of number one for me.
I don't think water hurts number two.
I didn't put water in them.
I don't think water helped number one. I don't think it hurt number two at all. Actually, I think it might have made number two a little sweeter.
You think water made number two sweeter?
I do.
Let me try something because I want to test this.
Now, how are we going to have anything left to send to Patreon?
Well, whatever's in them, we can add a little. Did we talk about how you should join Patreon?
No.
We did, like twice.
We don't talk about why we drink blind either.
Why do we not know what's in here?
Because we drink them. We like to drink them blind.
Why?
I don't know why.
Because we don't give a rat's ass what's on the label. We just like good whiskey, and I'm fairly certain that's the second time we've said that in this video.
Is it?
Maybe. Do you care?
No.
So for those of you that haven't been watching for the last 16 months, 17 months, however long we've been doing this, where's our script at? Point to it. No script, no rehearsal, we don't even talk about it.
Not
Literally,
maybe, this is not an exaggeration, maybe for a minute and a half.
When we do the distilleries, like we've done Wilderness Trail and we've done Log Still Distillery. Yes, we put some things up,
That's different though.
because we really want to highlight those places because those people are really helping us out. Wilderness Trail sent us some stuff to read from, but for these battles and normal episodes or our 60-second reviews, our 60-second reviews, literally, Chad will stand in front of a camera. I'll hand him a bottle. He'll do 60 seconds. I'll hand him another bottle.
That's it.
We're not about that. We are blue collar whiskey reviewers, and we just tell you what we like. You ready to talk about this?
I am.
I think I agree with you with the sweetness.
I'm gonna say we gotta pick 1 through 4.
Yep, and that's on your screen right now.
And I'm gonna say 2.
I'm gonna say a little better as well. As you go through these, better but close would be so close it's almost flip of a coin. A little better is it's just a little bit better, a lot better. And if you go to not even close, it's like, gosh, this is crazy different. So this is a little bit better. So these are fairly interchangeable.
I think so.
You ready to pick your winner?
I am.
On 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Hey, so if you go back,
and I'll tell you the reason why I chose number 2 is because if I'm drinking something blind and I want to know if I can drink it neat or if I can drink it on the rocks or if I can drink it in a mix or if I can drink it on ice, which is on the rocks. I try to look for those characteristics. So if I buy a bottle of whiskey, I'll know. I can drink this any way I want. I mean, I usually drink a lot of things neat, but every once in a while I like to pour a big glass of ice in them.
and I very rarely drink anything but neat. Right. Sometimes I will. I'm starting to like some cocktails.
I like an old fashioned. I'm good.
I'm playing around with some different cocktails, and kind of because I'm a weirdo, right? I have a whiskey laboratory, right?
Kind of, yes.
So if you want to know about the whiskey laboratory,
join Patreon. We'll tell you all
join
about it.
Patreon. That's all there is to it. That's all we're going to say.
Keep chasing them $200 honey barrels, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, keep doing that. Don't join Patreon. I typically drink neat, but these are fantastic. And Chad and I haven't. Gosh, we went forever as the same. Then we had a couple we were different. Right. And now we're back to the same. Let's just see what's going on here.
Number one. What's number one?
We got to get into the envelope of fun. It's sealed.
I want number 2.
You want number 2?
I do.
Number 1. Da 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 da. So this is something I've been waiting for a very, very long time. This has been in the bucket for months.
Okay.
You want to see what we did not pick?
Sure.
First of all, I want you to hold this up.
Really?
Yep.
Perfect.
You know what that means, folks. For those of you who don't know, this is a Unicorn Killer series episode. That's our... Better get that out of my face. So, we don't know yet if the unicorn won or lost.
Talk about it. Quit talking about it. Talk about it.
This is what we did not pick, folks.
That doesn't surprise me even that much.
So this is VanWinkle Lot B. That is Pappy VanWinkle, no matter what anybody says.
Right.
A lot of people say this is their favorite in the Pappy line of all the VanWinkles, because when you get into the
What does that say about the other ones?
15 to 23-year-old stuff is so oaky. Have you had any of that stuff?
I've tasted the 20-year before.
Yeah, and I've had one of them. I've had this. I've had Rip Van Winkle.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to say my favorite's a Rip Van Winkle, 10 years old and 107 proof. This is 90.4 proof. 12 years old. Undisclosed mash bill, but we know it's weeded. Fun fact about Pappy Van Winkles. If I win the lottery, we're all going to Merle's Whiskey Kitchen in Louisville and having Pappy VanWinkle pina coladas till somebody passes out.
Until they run out.
And they run it, well, yeah, then we'll switch to BTAC.
If you hit the lottery, they're not running out.
So, gosh, I've been hoping.
That was not picked as the winner.
That was not the winner. I can't, I'm so glad this finally came up. Let's leave this over here. But what won? What did we pick?
To no surprise, Maker's Mark 46.
This is the new bottle.
It's 94 proof. It's a weeded mash bill. Fun fact about Maker's 46 is Pappy VanWinkle gave advice to Bill Samuels to develop the brand, and this is why the weeded mash bill was selected.
Rob, buddies with Pappy. Rob wins.
Bill.
I don't know what to say.
I do. I think that, first of all, the Maker's Mark is available everywhere. Maybe not 46 or whatever, but there's some form of Maker's Mark that you're going to be able to get any and everywhere. I think that this, with water, drink a lot better than the number one with water, and I think without water, it was about even. But that being said, I think because of that, I chose this one. But knowing what it is, I would definitely pick this one 100 times before I'd pick the other.
And this one, for a guy, so depending on where you're at in your whiskey journey, right?
I would definitely say this is a Unicorn Killer, though, because I know people chase bottles of that Lot B down for $1,800, and you can get a bottle of that for $25, $30.
Yeah, and this stuff right here is their cask strength, which is, for me, a lot better, because I like the higher proof stuff.
I think for what that is, I think it's the second best whiskey on the market.
This?
Mm-hmm.
What's the best?
Well, I think early times. Or Evan Williams.
Bottle and Bond.
Mm-hmm.
And I would probably say this is the best thing. The 46 cask strength for me. But I love the both. I'm so glad this finally got drawn out of the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
We've known it was in the bucket for a very, very long time. Since the day I got the bottle. And it won.
And people are going to be mad. They're going to be so upset.
Do you care?
No. Taste it. Taste them together. You'll not, I mean, you can't argue it.
So here's the thing. If you're dying to get a hold of some Pappy VanWinkle.
Do you know that you could take this and pour this out and take this and pour this in that bottle and you wouldn't be able to, nobody would be able to dispute.
Nobody would know.
I mean, there's probably a handful of people that would, but this is better.
Do you know what people would say? Like, a lot of people, you go to their house and you get some Maker's 46. They're like, oh, that's fine. Yeah, I like that. You put that in a Diet Coke. And then if you pour some 46 in here and pour it in a glass and it's really this, they'll be like, oh my God, it's Pappy's. This is an awesome video. I'm so glad this finally happened. Hey, this is what it's all about,
46
right?
is better, in my opinion.
I was lucky enough to obtain one of these from one of our Patreon members through some great deals. I'm glad I own it.
The reason that I would want to own it is so I could blind it with people who come over, just to prove to them, hey,
Hey, if you want to be a whiskey wise ass and talk about how great it is, you come on over and I'm going to trick you up. And there's how many different things just like this, just in this room or what you have in your room, could you do that with?
A bunch.
A bunch. Hey, look, our most successful video ever was Evan Williams Bottled and Bond against Blanton's. We'll stand by that 100%. The Evan Williams tastes better. Maker's Mark tastes better than Pappy.
They were close. I will give them that. They're very close. And like I said, the only reason I picked this one over the Pappy is because I thought this one drank better with water. That's it.
Would you rather pay $40 for this or $1,800 for this?
Right.
Hey, drinking bourbon's supposed to be fun. Figure out a way to do stuff like this with your buddies.
Yep.
But don't drink and drive.
Nope.
What do you think you ought to do?
If you drink, don't drive to the watermelon crawl.